Hey guys, Krawll here. Welcome to Krawll Unchained. As you can see, I'm playing Interstellar Rift, and I was actually about to go and start working on my ship that I've been working on for the past week or so. And I decided to record myself doing it because recently I saw a comment on the forums saying that, well, the comment was from a new player, and he was saying that he really loves the game, that he loves the ideas and all that, and he likes, the game in general, but there were a few things that he disliked a lot, and one of those things was dealing with ceilings in the ship editor. Now, this ship is not even nearly finished, and actually, I think when it comes to interior decorations, the only thing that remains for me to do are the ceilings. So I decided to record myself working on the ceilings and, explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it to try and help people who are also struggling with dealing with their ship ceilings in the game. So I'm not exactly sure which ones are done, which ones aren't. Last time I played was yesterday. So in order to find out, yeah, before I even start working on this, I just want to say the keys that I'm going to be using are page up and page down, which goes up one floor, goes down one floor every time I press it. Page up and page down are actually shortcut keyboard shortcuts for this little arrow here and here. So level up, level down. I'm also going to be using F1 and F2. F1 is interior edit mode, and then F2 is prop edit mode. So F1 is pretty much like the room edit mode, so you can edit one room at a time. I actually have to press space in order to select a different room, and I can only select it when it's highlighted in orange like this. So let's say I press space right now, then it selects this room. If I come here, press space, it selects this room. So I'm gonna be going or using both of these edit modes, F1 and F2. So F1 being the shortcut for interior edit mode, F2 being the shortcut for prop edit mode. So now that this is out of the way, let's just find out if my ceilings for the bridge area here are done. So what I'm going to do is press page up so that the ceiling is actually there. Then I'm going to rotate my camera down like this until I actually can see inside. And now I can see that the ceilings here are not done. They're blank. There's no decorations on them. So what I want to do is come back here, press page down once to make the ceiling disappear, and as unintuitive as this might be, this is what I have to do. So then I go to F1 menu, select this room, select the ceiling tab, which is right here. As you can see, this is the wall tab, this is the floor tab, this is the ceiling tab. So I go to the ceiling tab, and here are the different options that I have for ceiling tiles, that kind of finishing touch or whatever. So I have these options right here. So if I want to see what each one of these things look like, I actually have to spawn it somewhere on the ship. Now, pressing page up again is going to bring up this thing. Now, obviously, I don't want to put any of those ceiling pieces where these roof windows are. So I'm going to have to place those ceiling blocks in areas where there are no windows. Actually, I don't believe that it would remove the window, but it's just not going to spawn anything there, so I won't be able to see what I'm doing. So now that I know I have two spaces wide that I can put ceilings on, I'm going to press page down again, and then I'm back to having like this one tile thing. So I can just click here and then spawn the ceiling back and go down like this, and then I'm gonna be able to see what I did. So now I know exactly what this is gonna look like. So this is the one that I'm using right now. I think this is the one here, industrial ceiling. So if I want to see what this one looks like, I have to do the same thing. So I'm going to put it, actually here you can see it's a bit lighter in color where I put that ceiling block, so I know exactly where I put it. So I'm going to put the next one right beside it. So I just press page down once. The tile is already in the position where I want to put it, so I just click once, press page up again, and then once again rotate the camera down to see what I just did. So these are the two ceiling tiles that I've just placed there. So we're gonna go up again, place my cursor where I want it after selecting another ceiling block, press page down right on there, click once, page up again, and then look at it. So it's probably gonna be one of those that I choose. This is just a standard ceiling, which would probably look a lot like having no ceiling at all. And this one here, server ceiling, I guess that could work for like a server room or something like that, mechanical room kind of thing. So I think I'm gonna try and use this one here for the entire room. Now if I want to cover the entire room, all I have to do is press and hold the shift key on my keyboard as I click to add that ceiling there, and it's going to cover the entire room. It won't cover the entire ship, it's just going to do that one room that you're in right now, the room that you have selected. So, and as I do that, it's also going to replace those two that I don't want to use. It's going to replace them and cover the entire ceiling with this one here. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to press page down again. I'm going to select the ceiling block that I want, press and hold shift, and then click. So now I'm going to press page up. Oh, that didn't even work. Huh. Okay, hang on. Let's place it somewhere where there's nothing right now. Select that ceiling. Did it work this time? I don't know why it didn't work the last time. Yes, it did, but it didn't replace those two. It was supposed to replace those two. When I was working in my other room ceilings yesterday, it was replacing the ones that were there. I don't know why it didn't this time. That's kind of weird. Now I can't see which ones have what, so hang on. Okay, so it's right where there's that separation here, where the window is, and it's the one block right after the separation, and then this one here. So if I'm not mistaken, it would be this one here as well as this one here. So let's just try once again to select this, do this, and then hang on, it was one back, one right, like that. So now let's see if it actually changed them. Yeah, that worked. So now I have those ceilings all over the place, all over the room. Now I also have another part that's part of that same room down here. Whoops, hang on. So this entire lower part, which is kind of like a battle station on the ship, now that I've put those ceilings here, those same ceilings should also be on the ceiling of that room there, because it's considered all one big room. So we're gonna go and have a look and see if it actually did that, and it did. So that same ceiling that I placed upstairs is on the bottom side of the room, or on the bottom part of the room as well, because like I said, when I press and hold shift and then click, it covers the entire room with that same ceiling tile. So now what remains to do is doing the ceiling lights. Obviously I'm going to want ceiling lights in certain areas of that room, even though there are a lot of lights. They are like small pillar lights. Actually, I'm going to press F2 here just to make that ceiling tile disappear. So I have a lot of small pillar lights all over the railings here, but it's not going to be enough, and I don't have any of them in this area here. So if I was to toggle the lights off, the light button is right here on the left. I don't know if you can see my cursor right now. I'm hovering over it. Now if like the shortcut, as you can see, it actually tells you what the shortcut is. It's the L key. That's what I usually use. So if I press L, it's going to toggle lights off. So now I can see every area that doesn't have lights in the room are completely dark. So I want to add ceiling lights in these areas to provide light for those areas, obviously. So I could go and stay in the F2 mode and use more pillar lights, but like I said, right now I want to use ceiling lights. So I need to go back to interior edit mode and then select this tab here, which is called furniture. I don't know why ceiling lights are in the furniture tab. Personally, I would have placed them in the ceiling tab. Maybe it will change later in the future. I don't know. For now, the ceiling lights are in the furniture tab. Now the ceiling lights that I want to use for the bridge, because this is mostly like a luxurious room in the ship, I'm gonna use something that's not too industrial. So I'm planning on using these right here. So you place them the same way as you would just regular ceiling tiles. The only difference is I'm not going to use the shift click option this time, because I don't want to cover the entire room with lights. That would just be way too bright and it would look weird. So I'm just going to try and place them evenly, distribute lights evenly throughout the entire ceiling and try to light up the whole room that way. So I would place one here in the corner. Actually, one thing I need to check beforehand. Okay, so my windows are here and here, so I want to make sure I'm not trying to place them where windows are. So hang on, windows right here. So if I go down, I know there's a window starting here and there's a window starting there. So I don't want to be placing lights along those lines there. So I'm going to put one here in the corner. As you can see, this little corner area just lit up. I'm going to put one other right there. Now I know those windows are starting here, so maybe put one light here and one light there. This looks good. This area here is a bit dark, so I'm going to place one right there, one right here. So I think that looks good. I don't want anything too bright, and even if there are a few areas that are a bit darker, it doesn't really matter to me. Here it's a bit dim, I would say, but honestly I don't dislike it. It's like a lounge area kind of thing. Like there's tables, and it's like dimmer lighting actually improves the look in those areas. So I guess I could put ceiling lights right here and right here, right here and right here. Those ceilings are pretty high compared to, they're like 2 floors high. So like even if I was to put ceiling lights here, it would not necessarily light up all the way down, but that doesn't really matter. So honestly, I'm fairly happy right now with the way this looks. So we can move on to a different room, and later I will be spawning the ship in creative mode, and I will be walking around the ship to see if there are areas I might have missed, and I'm gonna take notes, and when I go back into the editor, I'm gonna make sure I fix those areas. Actually, there's something I could fix right now, and it's not about ceilings, however. Oh wow, this floor is pretty dark. So I can't put ceiling lights, obviously, because the ceiling is like 2 floors higher. So I'm not going to be able to use ceiling lights to light up this area here. So what I'm going to have to do is either use wall lights, which I can't really use because it's windows on each side. Wall lights will not work on medbay walls. They only work on regular room walls like here. So yeah, I could place wall lights on that wall right here if I wanted to. So let's place one right there. Okay. Sorry if I noticed something is when the autosave kicks in, the audio glitches a little bit. Like my voice, it changes like the pitch in my voice, and you can barely hear what I'm saying. So I apologize if that happened. Now I guess I could place some wall lights right here to light up this area. Now, wall lights are not going to be an option for any other. Oh, well, actually, right here it is. And then right here. Then I guess I'm going to have to use pillar lights. So I'm going to press F2 because the pillar lights are part of the F2 mode. Furniture again. And now my pillar lights are all here. I have 3 choices, and each one of these little tabs, they have other options. So like this one here would be in every corner of that space, block, square kind of thing. If I choose another one here, it's going to be in the middle of each one of those lines. If I choose the other one here, it's in the middle of the block itself. So these two here have those options. This one here doesn't. I don't really like that one because let's say I put one here, then I want to put the other one here. They're not like facing the same way. This one is like sideways compared to that one, so it's they're not in the same position, and I don't like that. So I barely ever use that type of pillar light. I wish that this one had the same options as this one so that I could actually position it the way that I want to. And another thing I don't like about that one is that every position I give it, it's like somewhere in the middle of the square. I don't like that. I like having my lights in the corners so that it's not in the way for me when I walk around the ship. So this looks pretty good to me. Here, since my lights are in the corner but the stairs are arriving pretty much in the middle here, I want those pillars to actually touch the bottom part of those ramps. So I'm going to use this one right here and place it there, place it there. So as you can see now, those pillars look like they're actually attached to the bottom of the ramp there, and the bottom of the ramp doesn't look like it's floating anymore, because it pretty much looked like it was floating. Now it doesn't. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Oops. And I kind of like to have some darker areas. I think it improves the look a little bit. I guess I could place one pillar light right there. I think there's already one on top of the stairs. Yes, there is one. I could maybe, let's try this. Okay, so it completely disappears inside of that pillar, so I'm not going to be able to use that one. I don't want it right there in the middle because it's kind of like, this is where I'm going to be walking, so I don't like that. And if I use that one, then it's directly in the middle there. I don't like that either. So I'm not sure right now what I want to do with this, unless hang on. No, it's still covered, so I'm gonna have to use the bigger one, middle one, like this. Like this. So I think this looks good. I don't know that I need any more lights than this, honestly. I think that's pretty good. Anyways, we'll see as we walk around the ship later, so I'm going to press F5, which is the shortcut to save the ship. Just keep in mind, if you're using the F5 key to do a quick save, it's going to save. It's going to save on the last blueprint that you loaded. So if you're trying to save a new copy of the ship, then you're going to have to press Escape and then use this thing right here to save it with a new name. So it's going to save a second copy of your ship. But if you're just looking to like not rewrite, but save on top of your last save, then just use the F5 key. It's gonna be fine. So right now, I would say that this area here is all lit up and looking nice. I'm gonna keep it that way. So I was about to. Okay, so there's no lights in here. I'm gonna have to fix this. I could use ceiling lights here as well, but something I need to check first. So I can only place ceiling lights in this area here, the F here, and select these ceiling lights. Actually, no, I'm going to select these ones because this is the battle station, so I don't mind if it looks a little bit more industrial. And then I'm going to go down one and just go like boom, boom, boom. And then I'm gonna flip it like this. I need to check where the stairs arrive. So obviously I can't place this one there. So what I did was like these. Okay, so I could place one, let's say here, and one here. That would work. So I need to go page down one. So go like this, and then like this. And this looks good enough for me, honestly. Yep. For now, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, once again, something I wanted to fix is right here, the stairs. Actually, I'm gonna use the F2 menu here. I don't know if you guys can see this. So I just toggled light mode off. So when I added wall tiles here, the wall tiles are actually pretty thick, like especially the bottom part of that wall, and it's like extruding inside of the ladder here. And as I was going up here, it was kind of like blocking me and making the space where I can walk a little bit more narrow. And this here is happening. It's happening here as well, and here. So that that wall tile is definitely not a good choice for that area. So what I can do is just delete all of those wall tiles here and choose something different. Now it's okay for the right side because the ladder doesn't touch that part, but it's not okay for anywhere else. And I kind of want to have the same wall tile. What the hell did I just do? I feel like I deleted something. I'm just not sure what. Anyway, maybe it just didn't delete anything, or if I did, I'll find out later. So now I need to figure out a wall tile that is not going to affect this, and I guess I'm gonna have to go back in the F1 menu. Let's see if this one actually works. Well, it's extruding a little bit inside of the ladder, but not as much. Definitely not as much. Is there other options for me? No, they all have like a pretty thick base. This one could be, it could work. What I could do, however, is maybe put that one here, put those wall pieces where they're not very relevant. Okay, it's still extruding a little bit inside the stairs there. We're gonna have to test this later. Now these two pieces I'm gonna use. I want to see if maybe wall lights. No, they're both on. Well, that's annoying. There's nothing I can place on walls that's just not gonna do this. They're all extruding out of the wall a little bit. And I'm sorry about that, like, noise, that sound that we're hearing. I think, actually, no, I'm not even gonna explain that. It's my mouse causing this. It's like my computer thinks it's disconnecting and reconnecting constantly, and every time that it reconnects, it's causing this. It's minor issue I've been experiencing for a while. I think I know what's causing it, but I just don't want to get into details here. It's just gonna take forever. Alright, I don't really feel like leaving it blank. I guess I could just go with this one. It wasn't as bad. Alright, so we're just gonna make them all the same color. I can't even remember which color I was using. No, I don't like that. So yeah, let's just go with this. And I don't really like that. No, it's not all the same wall piece. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste too much time on this. I'll fix those parts later. I'm just gonna go back to working on more ceilings, because that's what you guys want to see. Well, actually, if you're still watching the video, that's probably what you want to see. I can't remember which ones I did, which ones I didn't do. Okay, so obviously this one isn't done. For this one, I definitely want to go with a more industrial look. So we're just gonna select that room. Hang on, room selected. All right, we're on or in the F1 menu. We're gonna go ceiling menu, and we're gonna go industrial ceiling. So we're gonna go press page down here, and I'm gonna shift and click. Now it should have covered the entire wall. Yes, it did, and I actually like the color as well. Oh man, this is looking nice. I love it. So before I do the lighting here, I'm just gonna go and do the other room here, which is the exact same thing. So yeah, I've already have that ceiling piece selected. Just gonna go boom, and it's all done. Yeah, I love it. I really, really love it. Okay, so we're gonna toggle light mode off now, and we want to add some ceiling lights to this. So we're gonna go furniture. We're gonna add these here because they have that bit of a industrial look, as I was saying. Hang on. Okay, yeah. So this is one of those rooms that's pretty easy because there's nothing really in the way. Like I have access to pretty much every block when it comes to adding lights. It doesn't matter where I add them. I don't have to be careful where I add them anywhere. So we're gonna start with this area here, which is one of the cargo holds here. So we're gonna go one row at a time. We're gonna go one in the corner, two in the middle, and then one in the other corner. So it's gonna be like boom, 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 and So hang on, zoom out a little bit. So I'm gonna go one full like this where I don't put anything, and then like this. Oh, nope, this arrives inside of the those cargo pads, so I can't really put it there. Hang on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So I know I put one here, one here, one here, and then one here. So I think I'm gonna just do the same thing here in the second row. Just because when I arrive here, it's another kind of ceiling there. Well, that room's gonna be lit up for sure. Alright, now if I press page up once, now I can do this part of the ceiling here. But I might be missing lights here, hang on. Yeah. So I'm just gonna put one there, and that fixes the problem. So now I wanna do, I could actually flip them like this and just go in the middle and put one there and one there, and I think that is enough. Now all along the side of the drone bay here, this entire kind of like hallway is gonna need lights. So I'm gonna go like this, yeah, like this. Hang on, I put one here, right? Or was it here? No, I'm gonna have to go back down and check. So I'm gonna press page up once. Okay, so it's, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It's in these two blocks right here. So press page down once. It is right there. So now I want to go like this, one, boom. So this one is right here. I want to go 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. And then I guess I could go. Hang on, I need to check what the ceiling looks like here. Okay, so it's all flat except for here. So I have a width of actually 4 blocks that I can play with here. So I'm just gonna do the same I did. It's 4 by 4, right? So I'm gonna go boom and boom, and why not boom? There you go. And then same thing here. Boom. 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 Yeah, okay, that's lit up nicely. And then obviously here, I'm just gonna flip it like this. So I think I've covered pretty much every area in this room. Oh, no. Here it's not lit up. It's lit up if I go up one, but not here because that part here is 2 floors high. The ceiling lights are not enough to light up all the way down to the floor. So here I would have to place floor lights or pillar lights, or wall lights could actually help because these are actually walls. But if the wall light is behind other objects, it's not gonna light up as nicely. So once again, I think I'm gonna have to use pillar lights in this area. Why is this dark? That part here, no, I know why. The ceiling is higher in this area. Yeah, that's why. So here, I'm gonna have to go with wall lights, and I'm gonna go with these ones here. Actually, I'm gonna select the color before I do. Hang on, which color is this again? I can't remember which color that is. Was it this one? Yep, if I click here, it's not changing color, so I know that this is the right one. Okay, so we're just gonna go back to the F1 menu, reselect that light. So now I know that this wall light is the same color scheme as all of those wall pieces here. So it's dark in this area, I'm gonna put one there. It's dark here, I'm gonna put one there. Well, it's dark in the entire hallway pretty much, so I'm gonna put one there. No, this is the door area. Obviously I can't put anything there. And let's put one behind that. As you can see, it's not lighting up as nicely. It's just lighting up the top part because the rest of the light is behind that generator. So I'm gonna have to use pillar lights here. I don't have a choice. So I'm gonna press F2, go with pillar lights. I could put one there and one there. Why not? I could put one next to the wall, but it disappears inside of it, so I don't want that. Once again, sorry if the autosave caused my voice to go weird. I guess I could use a pillar. Yeah, that would work. Or I could use a small one. No, hang on. This. Would that? No, that would not work. Well, I mean, it works, but it's not going to be touching the bottom part of this little platform. Still, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to use that. I'm going to do the same thing here. Same thing here. Oops. This is where I want it. This is where I want it. Except, no, I don't want it there. Reason why I don't want it here is because it might actually block access for me to walk in between that large shield generator and those cells. And if I ever need to go and squeeze myself in there to fix this cell, for example, using my repair gun, if I can't access that area, I won't be able to fix it. So in order for it to work, then I'd have to place that light in the corner over there. And maybe one here. So I'm still lighting up the area, but it doesn't keep me from accessing this area here. And another one there. And one here. And I guess I could do the same right here. And right here. And if I place one right there, it's not going to keep me from going anywhere that I need to go. And since there's a light on that left side of the stairs, I think I'm gonna do the same here. There you go. Now if I wanted to, I could actually place a light somewhere on that platform, but I don't really need it. But all I would have to do if I wanted to do that, hang on. I just have to press page up once, so it's taking me up one floor. And nope, you know what? I can't, because that platform isn't at the same height as this platform. I could put some lights here on those railings, but it's already lit up quite nicely, so I don't even need lights on those railings. Right now, light mode is toggled on, so I mean it's lit up quite nicely. I don't need any more lights. So now what's left for me to do is just go back to the other side of the ship and do the same in that room here. But this video is already getting pretty long. You guys have seen plenty of little techniques that I use to work with lighting in the ship. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and take a walk around the ship real quick, just to see the result you know, with our own eyes and not from the editor. Okay, so we're back. I've already spawned the ship. All I have to do now is teleport onto it. I'm going to teleport on the bridge. Why not? So the bridge being one of those rooms that I actually did in the editor while you guys were watching. We're going to see if the ceilings look good. I think they look okay. Those are the lights that I used. They don't really fit with the whole design, do they? I might actually end up changing those later. Those are the wall lights that I used, so once again I might end up changing them later. Those are the pillar lights that I've placed in front of the Rift generator. Pillar lights that I've used in front of the stairs. No flickering there. I like that. Sometimes when you attach things together like this, they tend to flicker. But this is looking really nice. It looks like they're really merged together. It looks like it was actually built this way, so I kind of like that. The cockpit area is looking good. I don't need any more lighting than this. I could put more lighting right over here, but I don't really need it. I'm not the kind of person who enjoys everything to be like super lit up. So let's go see downstairs now. These are the walls that I fixed earlier. Oh, we can see some flickering here. Huh. I wonder what's causing it. I don't know, actually I know what's causing it. Yeah, okay, so like this little fence piece right here, there's one right there as well. I left it there when I put the medbay wall on top of it, so now they're flickering. It's like those two pieces are not blending together, as well as the ramp and the pillar light were blending in the other, well, where the stairs were over there. So I'm gonna have to remove the railing or the fence piece that's inside of the medbay wall. So I have a lot of things that need some fine-tuning in the ship before it's finished, plus I have the whole exterior to finish up as well. Here I need to change the colors. These cargo pads are not the same color as the other cargo pads in the rest of the ship. That static electricity sound that I'm hearing comes from the Rift generator, and it's kind of annoying. So devs, if you're watching this, honestly, that static electricity sound coming from the Rift generator, it's not a good addition to the game. It's annoying. It's irritating. I really don't like that. I hope you guys are gonna consider putting a different sound effect for that thing. I don't like that because it's very similar to the sound that we get when devices get damaged and we need to repair them. When like there's sparks flying off of those devices. This reminds me of that sound. So I'm constantly thinking that there's something damaged near me, and it's just that Rift generator. So if you could change that. Oh, well, actually there is something that's damaged right here. I heard some shooting earlier from the station. I guess the ship got attacked and the station drones took care of the pirate drones that attacked, but you know, some of my ship got damaged. Still, I know the sound is not coming from this because I can still hear it. So yeah, devs, definitely please consider changing that sound effect for something different. Something that's not I really don't like that sound. It's annoying me as hell. So anyway, back to the topic for this video. The lighting is looking nice in here. I don't need anything more than that. Not me personally. I don't know about you guys, but I don't need it. Now, I know I fixed the walls here as I'm going up on this side, but I didn't fix the walls on the other side so you guys can see why it needed to be fixed. Obviously, I can go around it, but like this is blocking me a little bit, so I like to have the full width of the stairs that I can use to go up, so this needs to be fixed. So I'm gonna use the same wall pieces I did on the other side to fix this side here. I think it worked nicely on the other side. This is it's not blocking me at all. Well, maybe a little bit, but not quite as bad. So yeah, we've also done one of the drone bay rooms, so we're gonna go and visit that drone bay. Obviously I need some more lighting in here. We're not gonna visit the entire ship because that's not the purpose of this video. Yeah, I think this leads to the mechanical room or engine room. And then, hang on, I'm gonna turn on my flashlight here because as you can see I did not do the lighting in this room. Now, there's a hidden door here that leads to the drone bay. I kind of like this little touch here, putting a door behind a hydrogen generator. So here I'm gonna turn off my flashlight because I want to see if the lighting is good, and like if you ask me, I think it looks awesome. Here's the big cargo room. It is absolutely huge. I'm sure some players have, you know, built designs or like bigger ships than this, and their cargo rooms are probably 3 times the size of this one, but still this is huge. Like if you fill up this entire cargo room and the other one on the other side of the ship, which is just as big, it's identical to this one, you got a lot of cargo on your ship. Oh, looks like there's some wall pieces there that need to be changed because this is not supposed to be so tight of a fit. I mean, I can fit myself in here, but no, this is the same issue I had with the others. Actually, now I'm blocked. Now I can't even go back up. Okay, I had to sprint. So yeah, that wall piece right there, those can't stay. They need to go. Man, these drone bays are huge. So lighting here is actually I think that's part of the drone bay itself. Lighting here is the one I added, and I only put 2 lights here, and they're getting the job done quite nicely. I like that ceiling tile. I really love it. This is looking awesome. I love it. And lighting here is looking nice. It's looking nice all over. Now I think what I'm gonna have to do here is maybe add some stairs going down somewhere on this side, otherwise the only way for me to come down from this side is to jump like this. Not very convenient. I'm gonna have to have stairs leading down from that little suspended platform there, because the only stairs going up or down from that platform are these, which are the stairs that were already part of the drone bay piece. So not very convenient. I'm gonna need some more stairs, and I'm thinking about adding stairs that go down here so that I can access the lower part of the cargo hold without having to come back here and get back down this way to access it. It's not very convenient the way that I did it like this. Nope. So yeah, lots of work to be done on this ship, but I'm getting there. Might be able to get it finished for next month. I honestly don't know. There's way too much work to be able to tell or to give any TA on when this ship is going to be ready. Now, if I go to the other drone bay room, I don't think I've done any lighting work on this side, so it's probably going to be dark. Yeah, everything's dark here. You can definitely tell the difference. So yeah, I think this concludes this video. So I've given you a few tips and tricks on how to do the ceiling lights and ceiling tiles, and look at what you do as you're doing it by using the page up and page down keys on your keyboard. I've given you advice on, you know, how to use pillar lights and stuff like that, and wall lights. Obviously, like, some of the stuff that I did on cam for you guys here, I might actually rework those things and make it look better when I'm pretty much close to being finished on the ship. I'm gonna do some fine-tuning here and there, so a lot of the things that you're seeing right now might change. Plus, this is not a ship overview, it's not a ship showcase, it's just, it was meant to be like a tutorial or a guide on doing the lighting in the ship editor. So hopefully that video was helpful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.